Hello, today is Monday, January the 26th, and we have a Lorwyn draft. There's lots of successful archetypes in this format, but Kithkin is definitely one of them. This card is a 2-for-1 on its face. You can flash block an unsuspecting creature. You can flash give your Kithkins +1/+1 to win combat, and you can even behold an merfolk with an enchantment on it to free it and hope to get it back. Definitely the best card in this pack. I don't think you can argue any of these other cards over the champion. Moving here to pack 2. We got no Kithkin that I'm interested in. We do have the first unconditional removal spell, which I think is a defensible pick in this pack. Other cards I'd be interested in. I've seen some decks going crazy with the uncommon tree folk, and it's seemed like an okay thing to do. I like to sort my picks in a line here so I can kind of gauge the temperature of what's open and what's not. This is a rock solid Kithkin. 2-drop that allows you to attack and sometimes even block much more efficiently than you're supposed to. I haven't had a chance to draft a good fairies deck yet. Everything else in this pack is kind of medium. I got a merfolk payoff. They like being tapped for convoke. Some elf cards. This one and this one go together because you attack, draw a card. Flash in, give it indestructible. Alright, moving to pack 1, pick 4. We see, of course, elementals are always open. We see a 4-mana common Kithkin. If you end up with one of these in your pile, it's not the worst, but you really shouldn't be taking it before at least 9th. Yes, this is a green removal spell and one that I'm not unhappy when it makes my deck. Give your guys a boost, punch something. Fun times are had for all. Alright, so the Kithkins really want 1 and 2 drops, so anytime you see a 1-drop, you should snap it up. There aren't any bad ones in this format, so you take your 1s and you take your 2s, and then everything above that, it's all power level based. I'll take another pick here, and then I'll sort my picks. Alright, I am looking at Cinder Strike being obviously the best card here. Vivid Payoff, and some elf cards. So we're going to take the Everstrike's Gift. Might be a way that the Kithkin can close out a game. So this is a 4, 2, 1. These are removal. And moving right along. 3 mana 3/2 that cares about merfolks. 5 mana 5/4 that if you mill it you can get a nice elf. Neither of these are cards I'm interested in, but cutting the white signal is probably the best I can do in this pick. Throw that right in the sideboard. More merfolk signals. This one likes to be tapped by Convoke to gain some life. I don't think any deck wants more than 1 Shore Lurker. Giant payoffs. take the white 2-drop. Keep cutting. Here we are back on the wheel. As we suspected, the uncommon giant came back. A few Merfolk cards. Goblin card, and I'm not sure what Reckless Ransacking is doing in this format. Probably one of the off-kilter decks. It's a picture of a donkey guy on it. Maybe it's for the donkey deck. Here's a green 2-drop. What are we furthest away from? Probably blue and red. Take a black card to the sideboard. So the back pack dried up pretty quick. Green card. So we're hoping that packs 2 and 3 are better. I wish it was Friday. Alright. Knights you have. Control have double strike. Not bad. Is there a single knight here? We got one knight. I think we can do better than that. Abigail's very nice. Send something in the air with lifelink and completely turn a game on its head. Not a Kithkin, but if we stay away from the Gathering Stones, I don't think it'll end up mattering that much. Here we're looking at a second Meanderer's Guide, second Wanderbrine Preacher, or just a powerful rare card. So this one kind of wants you to make the game go long, and if we're going to be an unfocused kind of Abigail and removal kind of deck, I think that this nursery will end up being a good pick for us. Each of these picks is taking us further and further away from being a streamlined beatdown deck. Now we found a fine 4-drop to play. This one ends games in a hurry. Can't be chump block, is usually a 5/5. Lost to a Doran deck the other day because I just didn't snap it off when I could have, when I had the opportunity. If you play against Doran, then you should just kill it as soon as possible. Curve be damned. Alright, moving right along. Got a Kithkin 1-drop. As I said, they're all great. This one grows as you play more creatures, so maybe it can even trade with a 3-drop sometimes. Deck's not looking terrible. It's not as streamlined as I would like. But we got bombs here. Love this Century, but Kin Binding ends games. You cast this, it's pretty much Holy Crusade, or +1/+1 to the whole team, and at the very minimum, but it also gives you a body to hold that +1/+1. Kind of makes all of the cards go together. Moving along here. Got a Hovel Hurler. Got a Dagger. I haven't been very impressed with this Hovel Hurler, but if we're not going to be Gather Stoning, then maybe your first 5-drop is okay. Non-Kithkin 5-drop. Dagger versus Councilman. I think I'll take my first Councilman. Drawing cards is always important. Sending this into the air would be nice. On going, we got an Evolving Wilds for our sapling nursery. Gotta love landfall. Double trigger. Alright, we found our first dagger. It's only a matter of time. We could equip a non-Kithkin to pretty much give it +2/+2 with this champion. Cinder Strike going so late. It's a real shame. I think I've found that this is a Merfolk card. Capping your stuff is nice, giving your stuff more power and toughness is nice. Looks like the Merfolk are wide open. Oh, we did it. We found a Gathering Stone. How many cards would we have to cut? 1, 2, 3. Yikes. Is the council just going to be better on average? Let's take the more powerful card and see if we can cut some of these non-Kithkins. Wow, the most powerful Kithkin of them all. The Figure of Fable. Trivially easy to become a 4/5. But 7/8 protection from your opponent. That'll end a game on its own. Giants. Elf. I think we'd play the dagger even with the Gathering Stone. It's too bad the dagger isn't a changeling. Then you'd have a changeling holding a changeling. Alright. Still got quite a ways to go. But the power level of this deck is quite high. Alright. So no Kithkins, but we have an honorary Kithkin here with the Wanderer Brian Trapper. Powerful enough that it's making the deck no matter how many Gathering Stones you're playing. Unlike the Informant here, you'd rather not play in a Gathering Stone deck. It's the delta between how powerful it is. Another unconditional removal spell. This is probably the last card that is a non-Kithkin I would want to put in my deck. I'd be fine with a big Kithkin. Farmer. Just fine. It's rare to not even have a 3-drop that late. 2-drop. You're in. Probably the last tap line I'd be willing to play for this nursery. Yikes. I guess we'd play this Changeling Wayfinder in a pinch. Wouldn't see any reason to ever play this uncommon, but am I going to play this trick? It's possible. Alright, I think we're out of Kithkins now. The rest we'll just have to make do with. So we need to find 3 more cards to add in. Which 3 will they be? Big giant? Little giant? And we can do an honorary Kithkin. Alright, there's the deck. I expect good things from it. Many rares, somewhat good uncommons. The Gathering Stone, not amazing, but probably worth its spot in the deck. Alright, what do we got? We got a 2 and a 4. That eats our 2. But can't throw back a hand with a 2-drop in it. White, white. White, white, white. Just use our mana, use our cards. We got the hold to save our champion if it comes to that. Merfolkry over here. You can never risk playing this champion into a counter spell. Just about anything else is alright. Let's see if I can't afford to trade. Scoundrel. 2 in the air. Best thing I think we could see here is their own limited hold. Big boy. Ooh, very nice. Get your big guy. play this one, pump them up, and get attacking. Next turn we're looking to go all the way. We need 9 mana. 4, 5, 8. So land lets us go all the way up. Opponent's looting. Throwing away a land card. Yeah, it's actually a tough decision for them. Gifter. Alright, not a land. Am I worried about some damage here? 2, 3, 4. I don't think so. Alright, let's just throw this counter around so we can block the 2-3 if need be. Alright, game 1 in the books. Powerful Kithkin deck. Bunch of cards there could have made the deck go even faster. Kin Binding, Hobble Hurler, Sapling Nursery. Against Destiny. First we played in Magic. Then wow, okay. Getting the 1-drop down, look at that. Oh, hold. Nothing's gonna be able to block this. It's gonna be a 5-3. Don't tell me you have a 3-1. Well, it's got Trample. And they did surveil top. So I think This trade is worth it, unfortunately. Would you like to surveil top again? No. That time, swamp. We don't want. An island? Now another swamp. I'd be willing to wager. Alright. Let's make our person a 3/3 trample. And get busy. Well, their first threat we have an answer for. Hoping this farmer lives long enough to give us a few cards. Right, more forests. One in a green. What is one in a green in this format? +2/+2. Who would I rather have survive? I think the farmer is probably more important. Although, thinking about it now, they might have the thing that makes them 4/4. Bit of a yikes, but we got plans. You kill you. Come in and get some. Double block, very nice. Equip. So lands and spells, both fine. Hope they don't have a naturalize. Three, 4. You get an Abigail. Just like we wrote it up. see who's going to end up taking it. The nursery or the Lorwyn. I have a few ways to kill Lorwyn. Alright, we can attack with both, but giving one of them a sword doesn't change anything. All these bugs are going to jump on one. That's totally fine. Jump blockers don't work on me. I'm checking for one. Interesting. Ooh, great. Go get him. It seems like they're going to actually choose to not discard a card this time. No attacks, move the sword back over. Ah, this is a tree folk. It's funny. I play a land instead of discarding it. Let's go ahead and another Prime Chill? Ah, Rotter. Alright, well, we will keep the sword where it is. Right, we got Changeling, finding a land, flying that land, throwing the sword over to make that a Kithkin Knight. Not you. Not many destroy spells I can think of. Taking 3. Let's go ahead and equip here in case a bunch of bugs come at us. Wow, plays a land, but doesn't do anything. Alright, get a play land. Give this thing indestructible if I need to. Unfortunately, just tapping this won't be enough for opponent. Alright. Show Destiny who's boss. Diamond tier 1. Yeah, Sapling, Nursery, and Kinbiting in the same deck. We have inevitable wins for sure. Oh, and the Gathering Stone. 3 cards, I say. I want the game to go as long as possible. Alright, Jon Snow, let's see what you see. Let's see what you know. Gonna start with a Timid Shield Bearer. Get a Forest Cone. Send our friend into the air. Still a Kithkin. Alright. You kill that thing. You could make it slightly smaller if you wish. Discarding. You know, actually, giving that +1 power. We're -1 life where we should be. Hopefully that won't matter. Throw it. Close. They're not sure what to do against the Air Force here. But an Auntie was the answer. Bam, bam, alright. Probably use this keep out on just about any attacker. Gotta use your mana at some time. Well, we got a dagger. Which means we can turn this into a Kithkin and pick it up. It's gonna be great. Attack for 4. That's gonna be tough. Didn't want to discard anything. Probably means they have a fine card in hand. Exiled. Wow, we did it. Do they have an answer? Not sure. But we certainly have enough time to play out all our cards. Alright, didn't do it on my main phase. Perhaps Sean's first time using the lasting Tarfire. I didn't know Lorwyn was in Springfield, but... Oh, nice. Go ahead and bring him down. Bring him down to 3 town. Six to 3. Anybody's game. Gonna have to throw some counters away from that one. Go ahead, draw a card, kill this brute. Alright, they need something with more than 2 power, or they need to kill my Outrider. Opponent hasn't even seen my final form yet. I've got rares. Anything with more than 2 power? Their plan could be to kill. That'll have more than. Yeah, you can kill this off. 19. Alright. I think that can't really do it all. Do this. I could get it out of the way. I think what we'll do is just Kimbind. and send here and here. Yep. And then anti-blocks the Outrider. And 1/1 blocks the Council. And then next turn we're here again. Is that a goat nap? Dang. That could have killed me. Oh, you still got the Surveil. Oh, interesting. Might as well, you got infinite mana. Alright, moving right along. Game number 5 coming up. Or maybe 4. Kin Binding, Sapling Nursery, Champion of the Clan, Figure of Fable, Abigail, also a rare. Alright, we cannot keep a hand like this, but we would love to keep a hand like that. Who's it gonna be? Could get rid of the champion, or we could get rid of the council. Council's +1 resource, champion is -1 resource. Feels wrong getting rid of a champion. So we'll see. Maybe we'll draw land and be okay. There's land number 1. No fear, you got a flash threat? Yep. That's a-okay. 2/3. Huh. I think we'll just have to let that one go through. Get a trick. Hoping to not have him locked down, as we did not manage to find one of our anti-enchantment cards. Let's start here, drawing a card and then attacking. I think what they're doing is going to draw 3. Ooh. The double block. Alright. Block Imposter. Abigail. Not sure what I would need all this mana for. I don't think I have enough force to play my... Let's go all in, I think. Even though they might be destroying an attacker here. For first strike, nice. Get back a nerd. And we're gonna need to draw something. It's a fine way to start. Big lifelink attack. Or your own liminal hold to free. Nope. Alright. Attacking. Down to 3. Up to 5. Let's see, what do you got here? Ooh, interesting. Do you have lethal? 7, 8, 9. Yes, exacts. Exact lethals. But unfortunately, take action, find forest, play forest. Enter combat, attack with all. Could see this going poorly. Still technically dead. Oh, okay. I didn't miss anything. Alright, moving right along. Game 5. Would be nice to start with a figure of the fable. Hasn't happened quite yet. Vexation. Cat girl. Figure of the fable. Ask and receive. And kin binding. This card wins games. Wouldn't mind looking at the card in hand one right of this guy. Alright, not a mountain, very good. Get in for 2. turn will be Preacher plus Pump. Probably stacking on the Lieutenant. Don't want to put too many eggs in one basket. Cute bird. Don't forget to feed your fish. Red, black, goblin, elementals. Alright, well, pumping you. And then we're considering who. Probably want to play the Preacher. Oh no. This thing only pumps for. This thing only pumps for Kithkin. Good to note. But we'll trade for the Flame Raider. The Lock Bear. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pump. LSV was saying this was cube worthy. I'm less than convinced. Combo. The kin binding. Combat. Attack. Draw a card, double block. No. Too much pressure. Even with my mistake. Gotta remember that the Thought Left Lieutenant only likes Kithkins. Makes a lot of sense in hindsight. Moving to game 6. We're rolling straight through into a 7-0, perhaps. And they got a loud. They got a loud pet, whatever they are. That thing. Send it to sleep. Alright, so gonna find a forest just because currently we can't cast our nursery. Creature. I'd love to trade. Yikes. I guess. Maybe this will buffer our life total a bit. Hopefully they play a threat this turn. That's not a threat. I will change my hopefully into I hope we draw a threat this turn. Well, I suppose it'll work. Alright, go get him. Block all day. Nice, good job. card. Attack. Squelchiest. Well, maybe that'll work. Big upside, big downside. No counterspell one time. Ooh. We are in trouble.
Oh, I have such delicious
Luckily we can take care of that.
You're looking feeble.
Is there a reason to hold lands? Yes, the sapling nursery. Could we cast it right now? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Alright. Feeding the flames. Dang. Drawn 2. And we're gonna have to pay 2 life to kill that thing. Oh. This is pretty good though. What do you say to this? I'll pay. Alright. Take 3 down to 10. That seems fine. So for a creature, that's a creature. Here's some 3s coming. Too easy. Oh well. Next turn. Get swole. Speaking of which, 3 and 9. They got 1 turn to kill us. Oh wait, they have 9. Well, we ran our champion into a counterspell. The one sin you're not allowed to do. And still almost won. Let's see here. Go 4. notice the nursery. We can just play our cards the way they were intended. 2 twos at a time. I do think our draw's going to be better. I am a little bit biased, perhaps. Thinking 3/3. Cares about Kithkins. Let's keep it in the shallow end. Play it and surveil. Plains. That's probably fine. 2/5, draw a card. Hold. Nothing over there needs to die. It's a great card. Stoneback. Alright, we got nursery. A land. And would you believe it? Another land. I imagine they're going to be blighting onto the moonlit. My opponent's deck has no rares. It's not fair that I played one. I think that's below the grade of what is acceptable. probably grab a plains. Don't really see any reason for a fourth forest. If their plan was to bait me into cracking this Evolving Wilds before they could interact, they certainly succeeded. Alright. Oh, they got a keep out. Go ahead and draw a card. Go ahead and kill your creature. Get our surveil going. If there's 2 lands in a row, it's not the worst. But we will be bottoing any kind of land. Sure. A dagger, that's fine. This card is Eggs. Big guy. Dagger. Equip dagger so we don't lose to Winnowing. Merfolk. Scout. Uh-oh. Ooh, free 1/1. Got a farmer. Got a Johnny.
I will be your guide and guardian. My allies stand strong.
Give that a little taparoo. Probably trade for this farmer, no big deal. Block, 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 yep. Get this farmer out of here. Ooh, that's a good one. Win the game on its own with that one.
Justice is done.
Don't suspect that you can live the turn. So we could tap 5/6. Make 3/3 indestructible. Tap 5/6. Make 3/3 indestructible. Can make a 2/2. It's not gonna do it. Alright. Deal 4. Three, 6. Don't think there's anything that's going to ping him for 1. It's a good one. Gathering Stone. What do you got over there? The Kithkins. Miss.
Thank you for your aid.
Five, 6. Probably time to start thinking about blocking. You've got to be tapped. X4. We could make this a 4/5. That still lets it be tapped. I think we'll just go for the win here. You need to remove a spell now. Right now. Doesn't seem like they got it. Alright. 2 more wins to Mythic, that's exciting. Unfortunately, only 1 more win left in this draft, so maybe my next video I could entitle Into Mythic. Mythic Gamer. Alright, Bob, you and me. We've got a 1-drop, we've got a 2-drop. Everything's going great. The gobs. Careful, I might have a trick. No, you're right, I didn't have one. But next time... Uh-oh. Gonna have to be careful about this one. Abigail gets picked off. Very nice. I would say it's Boulder Dash. Get a forest going. Pass the turn. Hopefully we can overpower him with kin binding and sapling. No attack. Exiled. Attack for 2. Attack for 3. Fable. Upgrade. And upgrade end step. Upgrade main phase. All in. That's not an unconditional removal spell. That's not an unconditional removal spell. That's a pretty good one. Mm-hmm. Alright. 7-8. Play it defensive for a turn. fetch. Can I win? I guess we'll try and do it legit. Kill that. Respond, kill that. That is quite good for you. Alright, we're taking a big hit, but we get a chump blocker and 7 health. Down to 5, up to 12. One, two, three, down to 9. Maybe we're gonna need to find a liminal hold as well. Kill this. Oh. Down to 1. Forgot that was a 1-1. let's see, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, good game. Oh well, mythic players are mythic players. Needed to draw probably any spell in the world. Maybe if I had gained 7 in that first hit and just lost against a removal spell. Did think that that thing flashed back as a 1/2 though. But at 7 more HP, I think maybe it was much more likely I would win. Alright, against the opposite of our last opponent. Going from Mythic 1500 down to the low bowels of, I don't even know what that is, platinum or something. White. Might as well get it out of the way. Don't know how that we didn't play this forest here. A shame if we drew nursery now. Four, 5, and next turn if they don't deal with it, we've got the turn 6 win. Gaining 2. Probably worth getting back. Take 3. I surveil 1 and step. I'll tap something. Gathering Stone. Hey, it's the first time in 8 games we've seen it. And there it is. Anticlimactic, but the trophy. Thanks for staying until the end, if anybody managed to. Quite the powerful deck.